Hello and welcome to another edition of 310 to Left, presented by your New England Ford Dealers and F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 48 years and the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. It's a special playoff edition of 310 to Left. I'm Tom Caron with you in studio. We've got all kinds of coverage coming up in the days ahead. The playoffs are back. Red Sox in the postseason for the first time since 2021. They did it by grabbing the second wild card, and wouldn't you know it, they're facing the Yankees in a best-of-3 series. All the games will be played at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. The big news that came down on Monday, Lucas Giolito, unavailable for the wild card series, will not be on the roster. Connolly Early likely to be the Game 3 starter. If it goes to 3, that could impact his availability in earlier games. One would think they would save him for Game 3, which might change how Alex Cora manages the bullpen in Games 1 and 2. Garrett Crochet on the mound against Max Fried, a premier matchup, two of the best in the game. Lefty on lefty, they have both been incredible. Alex Cora, managing the Red Sox into the postseason, met with the media to talk about Game 1.
Alex, how important did you feel getting Garrett Crochet, was to you guys to have that ace at the top of the rotation and a guy who could kind of tie it together?
I mean, it's very important, right? Having an ace, and we had aces before, right? With Chris, and we had plenty of aces in 18. Nate became an ace after that, and it's like I said during the season. He was a guy that he continued the winning streak and he stopped the losing streak, right? And the other guys did an amazing job too throughout the season. They were really good. Bello, Giolito, right? They got the ball every 5 days and they pitched well. But having that guy at the top of the line, the rotation just sets the tempo for the rest of the week, and that's what he does.
Some of your guys were saying he within the clubhouse he's become a pretty big voice, and was that something you expected, or when you heard it, when you
he has such a big voice that he changed we were traveling comfortable here, and he decided to go business casual. He sent the text, so he overruled the manager. Now since spring training, I noticed it. I remember one day, Weiser, he threw a bullpen, didn't like it, and they were in the video room for like 2 hours afterwards, and he's a guy that just got to the organization, and he was trying to connect with players in the beginning, but right away he knew what he wanted to do. Similar to Alex, like, hey, if we're going to play in October, we have to help, right? And he's been great. His preparation impresses me, just has a good outing. Next day, he's working on the next one. He struggled twice. The next day, he was there getting ready for the next one. And that's what the good ones do. I know he's excited about tomorrow, and we are excited too, so it should be fun.
So this text to you was about the trip last night?
Yeah. Because we've been traveling comfortable for a while now because of the schedule and where we're going and all that. And I think they were together in the clubhouse when Mark sent the text that it's going to be comfortable. And he told the guys, no, we got to make it a business trip. So, yeah, they dress up yesterday.
Alex, Dan Roach from WBZ.
What's up, Dan?
How you doing?
Good.
I think Bregman's about to play in his 100th postseason game of his career. You talked a lot about him all year long. Now this next stage, how important is that experience? What can he do to kind of pass along what he knows to the rest of the group?
He's been talking about the postseason for a while now to the guys, and this is what he's done throughout his career. He's played meaningful games in October. Well, he's played meaningful games since 2017, right? He got called up in 16. They didn't make it, and then in 17, this is all he knows. So excited for the kid. This is a stage that he's been here since 17, battling with them. And happy that he's playing third base for us.
I was going to ask about Bregman, but Dan did such a good job. I guess I'll inquire about the roster and whether you guys have decided on anything there that had been up in the air.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it. Lucas, he's not going to be on the roster. He's been battling with his elbow the last few days, and today he went to see Dr. Dugas. So, hopefully it's nothing major, but he won't be ready for this one.
What does that mean for you guys in Game 3?
We'll go the first 2 games, and then we'll decide. Obviously, we got some kids over there that they have started lately, and but first things first, Crochet, Bello, and if we have to make a decision for Game 3, we'll go from there.
And just to clarify on Giolito, where is he geographically, did you say?
He's seeing Dr. Dugas.
Seeing Dr. Dugas.
Gotcha, yeah.
Alex, you shared your choice for left field with 2 lefties coming up. Would you like to further inform us about first, second, right, and DH?
I haven't talked to most of them about, how we're going to do it, but, it's probably going to be kind of like the similar lineup that we have. I just want to make sure JD knew. I think defense here in left field matters a lot, and he's done it before. They're good against lefties and righties, Fried and Rodon. So, go out there, battle, and hopefully, we get the line moving and we get them out of the game early.
Out of the position player group, the Red Sox have only 4 players with Major League playoff experience, and it's Alex Bregman leading the way with 99 games. Second on that list is Nathaniel Lowe. He's been in 15 games with the Texas Rangers 2 years ago. He won a World Series. Trevor Story has 5 games, and Rob Refsnyder won. Jahmai Webster in New York caught up with Lowe and Refsnyder during the workout.
A couple months ago, you're in Washington, man. To look where you are now, to have this opportunity playing in this postseason, how do you describe that?
It's, nothing short of a blessing. Like, to go from the situation that I was in, like, personally and team-wise, to now have a chance to compete for a World Series, like, it's everything you could ever ask for.
How much has that ignited you since you got over here? It just gave you a clean slate again.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, to throw away a poor, personal season and make it a great team season. Like, that's what you want to play for, and this organization has given me a chance to push for that.
You know that postseason ratchets things up a notch.
Yeah.
How have you kind of allowed the group to lean on your experience and stay level-headed during this process?
It's the best. I mean, you're playing with house money right now. There's 24 teams at home that wish they could be here, or maybe that number's wrong, but whatever it is, there's a lot of teams that wish they're in this position, and baseball wants a Yankees Red Sox postseason. So it's going to be a really bright light. It's a huge national stage and a whole lot of fun competing with these guys.
I think it's 18 teams.
18, sure. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Playoff expansion, all that stuff, CBA, sorry.
When I say Red Sox Yankees postseason, what goes through your mind?
So exciting, just exciting. Like, it's going to be high octane, really competitive, a lot of fun to play. Like, we're not making friends out there. We can be friends when it's over, but we're going to compete and play good baseball.
There's so many players that don't have postseason experience in here. If you could describe it, what's it like when you step on that field in Game 1?
A lot of adrenaline, a lot of energy. You feel like there's a whole lot of pressure, but it's going to be exciting to take another shot at it personally and hopefully teach the guys the ropes a little bit and understand we're still playing the same game. We still need to just score more runs than them, and then we can pop bottles after 2 more wins.
Nathaniel, Alex is 17-8 in the postseason. A lot of success for him.
Yeah.
What makes him unique from other managers you've had in the league?
I've been really impressed with the way he runs a bullpen, honestly. And it's no knock on other managers that I've had, but just getting the right guys in at the right time. I think even a couple days ago when we beat Detroit, like going to the guys that he went to and giving us a chance to stay in the game the whole way through until Sidon's able to come through with a big hit, like, was just so very impressive and something that might go unnoticed by a lot of guys.
And playing on the road, you guys have been really good the last month of the season. What do you attribute that success to?
I think that a lot of times when teams have road success, it's because you're not in your home clubhouse and you're together in the clubhouse on the road. So you go through your meetings, you ride the bus together, you're staying in the hotel together, you're showing up like a team and playing team baseball. And then obviously in a hostile environment like this, like, we need to press on each other, and this is a good place to start it.
If any lefty starters in the first 2, you get a sense of where you fit in there and what sort of challenge it'll be if you're in there against Fried and Rodon?
I mean, left-hand, right-hand starters, like, it's a challenge either way in the postseason, and they they got those guys lined up over there to give them the best chance to win. So if it's starting or if it's off the bench, I'm going to do my best to be ready for the first pitch that I get to see.
How exciting is it to have Crochet game one?
It's the same thing. It's like we're putting our best foot forward right away. Like he's brought here to make this start and win this game. So it's not like shouldn't be heavy on his shoulders. It should be an exciting task for him because it's the next step for him to get to where he wants to be, and obviously performing in the postseason is going to look really good on his resume.
Well, here you guys are starting the wild card on the road. Last month of the season, you guys have played really well. What do you attribute that to, and how much confidence does that give you going into this series?
Yeah, I mean, just having Crochet really, really helps. Just having that true ace on the mound and having a lot of swing and miss like he does, it helps, sometimes take the crowd out of it, not putting the ball in play as much. So Crochet, but I mean, our bullpen's been fantastic, and I don't know. We've been fortunate enough to play well on the road, and I think the group's pretty tight. We spend a lot of time together on the road, getting some dinners and breakfasts and coffees and things like that, and just talking about the game a lot. Attribute that to Bregman. Bregman's always pretty vocal, whether it's through text or in person. So just talking about the game a lot, and yeah. So I would probably say that.
There's a lot of guys in this clubhouse with a lot of postseason experience. You have some.
Yeah.
How much are you leaning on that, or do you look at this as a clean slate for you?
I would say a clean slate. I think experience is great, but I think like leaning on each other and just having normal conversations throughout the game and before the game, after the game will help. Obviously, we've played in New York a bunch. We really know what to expect crowd-wise. They have fantastic fans, super passionate fan base, just like ours. It's going to be loud. It's going to be energetic. But it's it helps having guys like Bregman, who's had 7 or 8 seasons in the postseason. That'll help a lot. But I mean, if you don't know what to expect already for the next couple of games, you're probably in the wrong business. It's just going to be loud and energetic, and it's going to be just a great environment. And the Yankees fans bring it, and they're a great fan base, and hopefully our fans are able to travel and get some tickets and support us. But we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great challenge, and 2 really, really good teams just competing.
If I was a betting man, I would bet that you'd be in the lineup tomorrow, if not getting a few at-bats at the very least. What are the keys against a pitcher of the caliber of Max Fried?
Yeah, like I was saying a little bit to some guys, his velocity's been kicking up. He's throwing 97, 98, 99. He's got a full repertoire of really good pitches. So we're in for a really, really big challenge. He can get you out in a lot of different ways. He can make you look really silly a lot of different ways, and he can just kind of blow some fastballs by you as well. So we'll do our homework, do the best we can of just preparing and kind of following along with the game. But if he's got everything going, it's gonna be a grind. So we're looking forward to it. Like I said, it's not a great day for the back of your baseball card at all. But you feel privileged and honored to be able to compete at this level against one of the best pitchers in the world. So we'll see what he's got going on and kind of take it from there. It's hard game planning against somebody like this, just because he's got 4 or 5 different ways to approach it, kind of thing. So I think it helps that we'll be able to have those conversations throughout the game, and probably have some righties at the top of the lineup. So we'll see what he's got going on. If he's got everything going on, it's going to be might be a short game time wise, but I would say short swings usually is the best thing against those guys. Not taking, you don't really know how many pitches you're going to get in the heart of the zone. Probably not too many. So I think sometimes when guys swing overly aggressive and they miss that one right over the heart of the plate, and then he can pitch the edges of the plate and get you to swing and miss, or just weak contact. So just nice short swings, and using the whole field helps. It'll help you to stay on his curveball. His curveball's like 75, and his fastball gets up to 98, 99. So it's I'm sure they'll have the umpire cam, the catcher cam, or something like that to just show the fans how much of a challenge it is to stay between those 20-mile-per-hour ranges. It's a pretty big jump.
Well, I know you guys are looking forward to the challenge. Good luck in Game 1.
Hey, appreciate it.
3:10 to left is presented by your New England Ford dealers who've been taking everyone out to the ball game at Fenway Park for decades. Catch Ford next time you're at Fenway, including in the Ford Clubhouse, a full-service bar perfect for bringing your lineup together and for recording our live edition of 3:10 to left. It's all brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years and the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Well, if you're worried about Garrett Crochet being uptight for the playoffs, you can stop worrying. He was seen on the field during batting practice Monday, walking around eating a hot dog. And inquiring minds wanted to know, so yes, he puts both mustard and ketchup on his hot dog. He looked like he didn't have a care in the world, and he has waited for this all his life. Garrett Crochet 3-0 this season against the Yankees in 4 starts. He has been terrific. 27 1/3 innings and walked only 4 batters. Again, locking horns with Max Fried, one of the best in the game. He's faced Red Sox 3 times, 1.96 ERA. Here's Garrett Crochet on the eve of his first playoff start with the Red Sox.
You've been in the postseason before, but in a far different role, far different format. Wondering what you remember about those experiences, how it might impact you tomorrow night or inform your preparation, and how different is it getting ready as a Game 1 starter?
As far as what I remember, not a ton. Just remember how bad it sucks to lose. It was a completely different role, like you said, and now with my experience just as a player and as a starter, I'm just going to try my best to treat it as another start. You know, obviously the implications are a little bit bigger, but for me, there's no need to put any excess pressure on it. There's already a good lineup on the other side, so that's enough pressure as it is.
Garrett, could you have imagined being in this position a year ago?
Yeah, definitely. I think that I've always had a lot of self-belief, and I always wanted to be this guy that could throw Game 1 of a playoff series. So to be here now comes as no surprise.
Garrett, how much when you joined this team did you want to have an impact beyond the day that you pitched? That you would try to be one of the leaders, try to be somebody who could help out other guys, and do more for the team than just your 30 starts.
It feels like we have 26 guys that feel the same way. Since day one, it seems like, as far as extending a helping hand and being a good teammate, that role has been carried on throughout the clubhouse. So I don't think that, I'm alone in that thought. I think that every player wants to be remembered as a great teammate, and I'm no stranger to that myself.
And Alex was telling us before that you decided that the team would dress up a little bit on their way to New York. What went into that, and why did you feel that was a good time to do it?
Yeah. I mean, I was telling the rookies when we were celebrating clinching, it's, this could be the one time you get to do this as a major leaguer. So let's enjoy it and let's feel good about ourselves.
Garrett, Lucas has been such a big part of this team all year. Alex just told us he's having some elbow issues and won't be in the series. How much are you hoping everything's okay with him, and what's your concern level for your teammate?
Yeah, I think that we're all thinking about Lucas. There's never a good time for it, but this is a tough time for it. It's a big blow. He's a great arm, and I think that he strikes fear in opposing lineups. So we'll be missing him. He'll be in the dugout with us. So, and he's a great teammate and a guy that has a lot of experience. So I think that his mind will lend us a helping hand. But yeah, we'll be missing him for sure.
Garrett, in the back, what will your emotions be like when you step onto the mound for that first pitch coming up in Game 1? How much have you dreamed of this, and how much fun is it combined with business?
Yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. Hard to know what my emotions will be like until it happens. But right now, like I said, I'm just trying to treat it like it's another start. I've pitched here twice already this year and faced this lineup 4 times. I don't want to say it's comfortable because it's a tough opposing lineup, but there's a sense of comfort there and just knowing the faces that I'm going to be going up against. So for me, it's just taking it one pitch at a time and trying to get as deep into the ball game as I can.
With Giolito out, Alex Cora just said that some of those young pitchers might be candidates for that Wednesday game. What have you enjoyed most about seeing Early and Harrison? What makes them special? Obviously, Early has some really good swing and miss stuff. Like, what have you liked for them?
Yeah. Harry, I actually worked out with a couple off seasons ago down in Arizona, so I got familiar with him and his stuff, and have followed his big league career a little bit up until him joining us. And then as far as Early goes, the pitch ability is beyond his years, man. It's really good plus stuff. 5 pitches for strikes, and like you said, the swing and miss component. I think that he'll be a huge bolster to the staff here in the postseason.
Garrett, on sending the text to Alex about the attire, what is it about the dress that made you think that changes the mindset or affects it?
I don't think it's anything about the mindset. Like I said, it's, this could be a once in a lifetime opportunity for some guys on this team. So I think that we should treat it with the dignity that it deserves.
Garrett, back here on your right. Your manager's 17-8 in the postseason here, wearing a Red Sox jersey. What type of piece do you feel that adds to your team? Outside of the field, outside of play, what type of weapon does he represent?
Yeah. With experience, I feel like you just continue to gain more and more composure in the situations that require it the most. Obviously, he won a ring here. And he knows what it takes. Bregman, Lowe, those guys know what it takes as well. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's on us as the players to get the job done. But he's put us in positions to succeed all year long, and I look forward to playing for him here in the postseason.
You've had your regular season routine, and you mentioned that you faced these guys numerous times. From a game planning standpoint, how are you going to go into this start? Will you lean back on that experience, or will you approach it with fresh new eyes?
No, I think that you're always citing previous at-bats. Like you said, 4 starts against these guys, so I have a lot of at-bats to cite. But for me, too, at the end of the day, it's what am I most confident in the moment. It could be a pitch I haven't thrown to a guy all year, but if I see an opening for it, I'm going to attack.
All right, that's our coverage as we get ready for the postseason. Game 1, Red Sox against the Yankees. It'll be the first time since 2021 that the Red Sox win the playoffs, and the first time since then that they faced the Yankees in the playoffs. That was the 1-game wild card at Fenway Park. Red Sox won that. They have eliminated the Yankees each of the last 3 times they have faced one another in the playoffs. The 2004 ALCS, 2018 the ALDS. Then that wild card in 21, and now the best of 3 begins Tuesday night at the Bronx. 6 o'clock, the game on ESPN. 5 o'clock pregame coverage on NESN, and we'll have pregame, postgame coverage before every playoff game throughout the postseason. For everyone here at NESN, I'm Tom Caron. Thanks for watching 310 to Left, presented by your New England Ford dealers and F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 48 years and the official truck of the Boston Red Sox.